What is going on? What is happening? How's it going? How are you doing? How was your days? It's your boy, CAC Sports Chat. Back with another video. Okay. I'm having literal nightmares, okay? I'm watching these mock drafts. As you can see, the laundry's finally gone. I'm having nightmares. I'm watching these mock drafts. I'm doing analysis for my own sport channel, and I'm seeing things. I'm hearing things. I'm hearing voices in my ear. Bears take Peter Woods, 25th overall. Kenyon Sadiq drops to 30 for the Broncos. What? Dude, I'm having nightmares. Caleb Downs going 10th overall still when he has a degenerative ACL and a partially torn meniscus. The news dropped yesterday that Stephon Diggs is no longer a Patriot. Huh? And Drew Dolman, Bears Pro Bowl center, retires. Dude! I'm tweaking. I'm crashing out. I'm having nightmares. The draft is like a month away. A little over a month away. Free agency is set to hit the market in like 5 days, dude. It's time to lock in. Give me CAC Mock 3.0, 2 rounds. We're not doing 3 rounds because that's just aggressive. The reason we're doing 2 rounds is so that every team gets a pick, okay? Because some teams don't have a pick in the first round. Including number 29, it no longer belongs to the Rams because they traded it away to the Chiefs. The Chiefs have 2 first-round picks. Oh, dude. I'm having nightmares. Okay. Hang on. This was updated yesterday at 8 p.m. Entering the draft. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, they changed it, so it does belong to the Chiefs now. Epic. Okay. 2-round mock. You know the drill. Let's get started here. Okay. Raiders on the clock, and I don't even know why we're asking this question anymore. I don't think the Raiders should draft Fernando Mendoza. I don't. I think Fernando is going to be a lot, I think he's going to be a lot more difficult than some people are willing to admit. Clint Kubiak did turn Sam Darnold into a star, so maybe he'll be something or something. But I don't have much hope. But Raiders don't even look past. They look past that. They draft Fernando Mendoza at 1. Okay. Jets at 2. I'm seeing things. Jermaine Johnson out. Devondre Sweat in. That's another thing. This other mock I was watching had Caleb Banks going to the Jets at 6 and their second first-round pick. Why? They just got Devondre Sweat. Bro. Okay. Can we statistically find a reason to put Arvell Reese off the board at 2? Yes. But when we're looking at it statistically, I definitely think that Sonny Styles is the better pick for the Jets. Call me crazy. Sonny Styles is off the board at 2. Not because Arvell Reese is a bad player, but because Arvell Reese was playing like an edge and a linebacker. He's a utility guy. But I think what the Jets need is someone who's just going to be solid at a position. I mean, shoot, look at, what's his name? Travis Hunter. He was decent on both sides of the ball. He wasn't, at two different positions he was decent. But he wasn't outstanding in either position. I would prefer to take a guy who's outstanding at linebacker than good at linebacker and edge. You see what I'm trying to say? Cardinals at 3. The Cardinals no longer have Kyler Murray on their team. Kyler Murray is gone. Okay? Give me Francis Magoa off the board to the Cardinals. I know some things were happening, some different scenarios. The Cardinals at 3 are going to take someone who's going to be a protection of their quarterback. They're not going to make the same mistake twice. It's going to be epic. Pick 4. This might be the hottest take of the century. Give me Jeremiah Love to the Titans. Listen. Oh, Jeremiah Love's gonna go 8. He's gonna go to the Saints. He's gonna go to the Chiefs. No. All 31 teams in the NFL should be ganging up on the idea that if the Chiefs get Jeremiah Love, it's a three-peat dynasty for the Chiefs. And the Titans can give Cam Ward a reliable beast of a running back so that he doesn't have all the pressure throwing to who? Calvin Bun Bun Ridley? Chamir Dike? A bunch of day 3 picks? Chig Okonkwo or whatever his name is, the tight end who was decent, who was very decent. Give me a guy who's going to be able to come in and lock in day 1 Jeremiah Love to the Titans because he deserves it. The dude's an animal. Okay. The Giants are now on the clock, and while I do see some certain things happening here, I don't know in a world where the Giants are going to, they have some spots to fill. Yes, the Giants, they could use some O-linemen. They could use a corner. They could use a wide receiver, a guard. My guess is that they're going to take someone who can come in and protect Jackson Dart. A lot of people have Carnell Tate going this high, which, I mean, he deserves to go this high, don't get me wrong. But my guess, it's all coming to me now. It's all coming to me now. I genuinely think that Monroe Freeling or Spencer Fano are going to go off the board really high up. And I think, Mansour Delane would be a good pick here. And, seeing as the Giants do need a secondary help with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau and all these people in the interior, give me Mansour Delane at 5. The guard and the tackle positions do have depth, so they'll be able to go into the second round and grab someone. So now the Browns are on the clock, and the Browns are not going to pass up on an opportunity to take a somebody to help poor Shador. Give me Spencer Fano at 6. On the clock at 7 is the Washington Commanders. Now, the Washington Commanders are in a position where they are terrible. Terrible. They're a terrible franchise. They're a terrible team. They're probably going to go 2-15 if you saw my last video. Washington Commanders are going to take Arvell Reese. They are going to look for a freak athlete. And they're going to get their freak athlete right there. Saints on the clock. Saints are gonna look around. They're gonna see what's going on. They are definitely going to take Ruben Bain at 8. I don't think that Ruben Bain's arm length is going to be much of a problem when you see his production in college. And I definitely think the Saints could use D-line help. Yes, they have Chase Young, but they also have Demario Davis. They also have Cam Jordan, who's like really old. Ruben Bain steps in at 8 and is able to be something for the Saints. I think it's going to be okay. Chiefs on the clock. Chiefs are going to pull the trigger and take Carnell Tate. Yes. CAC! Christopher, what are you doing? You substituted one offensive superpower for another because it makes more sense. The only wide receiver on the Chiefs that's like notable, and I said wide receiver, I did not say tight end, I did not say pass catcher, is Rashee Rice. Now, could Rashid Shaheed go to the Chiefs? Yes. Could Tyreek Hill reunite with his boy in Kansas? Yes. But Carnell Tate and Rashee Rice would be disgusting. Bengals at 10. There is so much going on here. Bengals at 10. I think, listen, hot take, Dylan Thieneman at 10. Listen. Oh, Caleb Downs is still there. Caleb Downs, he's still there. What are you doing? Bah. No, bruh. No. People who think that Caleb Downs is still going to go up high in this draft is crazy. He literally partially tore his meniscus, and they found out he has a degenerative ACL. Degenerative ACL. He's not going that high. On the board at 11 is the Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins no longer have Tua. They have Jalen Waddle without Tyreek Hill. Guard, corner, those are the people that are needed. I'm gonna need to see something here. I think Vega Ione is gonna go off the board at 11. Guard, setting the guard spot, locking it down for whoever comes in under Jeff Hafley. We'll see. The Dallas Cowboys are on the clock, and they see this, and they're salivating. David Bailey off the board at 12 to start to get back what you lost when you traded Micah Parsons. It's just as simple as that. Rams on the clock at 13. No longer do they have a second pick. Thank God. Rams at 13. Rams need a corner. My guess, Jermod McCoy is probably going to go to the Rams. He could go a lot lower if his pro day is buns. But I think that the Rams definitely need a corner, and especially because they lost their other first-round pick, they need to establish that early. Okay. D-line, guard, wide receiver. Look who's there. Mekhi Lemon at 14. Yes. Was he originally going to go much higher? Yes. Were his interviews very scary? I mean, I'm ready to play for my team. I'm ready to dominate at the highest level. I'm going to get all the touchdowns. Like, dude, chill. It is not that deep nor that serious. Pick 15, Buccaneers. They have pieces on pieces on pieces on pieces on pieces, okay? And I'm not going to lie. Was I originally going to put Kenyon Sadiq at 23? Yes. But Kenyon Sadiq it proved that his draft class is much higher than what people think it is. His I should say not his class, but his profile, like his value, his stock. Kenyon Sadiq will be off the board at 15 because everyone in that room is getting older. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, their tight end is Cade Otton. Kenyon Sadiq will come in there and will be an animal immediately for Baker Mayfield. Yeah. The Jets are back on the board, okay? The Jets took Sonny Styles in the first round. I mean, here's where things get interesting. I do think that because they took a defensive guy, they definitely need to take someone to protect their quarterback, or someone who's going to come in and be disruptive. I'm looking through this board, and I mean, it's looking pretty intense here. Give me. I don't want him, but let's look at the linebacker situation here. There's only one linebacker left that's first round caliber, and I definitely don't think. Let's see. Could the Jets take Akeem Mesidor at 16? They could, but my guess is that the Jets are going to want to capitalize on a wide receiver, and Jordan Tyson is going to come off the board at 16. The Jets do need a wide receiver. The Jets need a wide receiver, and hopefully they are able to take Jordan Tyson at 16. Lions on the clock at 17. I would love nothing more than to give these people the worst pick of all time. But that's simply just not going to happen. A top need is a tackle, and Monroe Freeling is there. Monroe Freeling off the board at 17, protecting Jared Goff, building out this line. I mean, yes, Taylor Decker and some people are getting old and retiring. Give me Monroe Freeling. Running back, center, DB. This is where we begin to analyze what is going to happen. My guess is whatever team takes Caleb Downs needs to be able to have a backup option until they can confirm that Caleb Downs is not going to be problematic. I'm going to just say it now. I mean, looking at where this is going, I could definitely see Emmanuel McNeil-Warren going at 18, but I definitely think that Caleb Downs is going to fall out of the first 10 picks. I think that the Vikings have Harrison Smith. I think that they could afford to take a chance. And if it works out, the upside is that they have a crazy top 5 talent. I know. People are freaking out in the comments, or freaking out on the other side of the screen. They're like, oh my god, Caleb Downs dropped to 18. You're the worst mock drafter of all time. No, I'm not. Watch. Panthers on the clock, wide receiver, D-line, linebacker. Panthers are definitely going to pull the trigger on Kedrick Falk. Or I personally think Cassius Howell is better. But I mean, my guess is probably going to be that they're probably going to take Kedrick Falk because he's younger. Or no, Akeem Mesidor is the one that's old, but they take Kedrick Falk. The edge position is addressed. They're able to build it out. The Cowboys are now back on the clock. And the Cowboys need a linebacker and a safety. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren is off the board immediately. If these are switched, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren goes up here because they need a certain dog, a guy who knows they're going to play early. The Cowboys could take Caleb Downs, and that would be pretty terrifying. The Steelers at 21, man, oh man, has this been fun for them. I mean, I've drafted a quarterback here. I've mocked wide receivers here. I think Avian Terrell is going to be a very good pick for them. I think that's just going to be the way that it is. Which brings me to the Chargers. The Chargers are going to take someone who is a little more experienced, able to win soon. Give me Akeem Mesidor, a guy who's going to be able to learn from Khalil Mack if Khalil Mack comes back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Eagles at 23. Their tight end of the future is off the board. Edge, corner, guard. I'm going to take Cassius Howell here at 23. I think that they could use an edge rusher across from Jalen Phillips and with Jalen Carter there. Are you kidding me? Let's look at who the Browns picked Spencer Fano, the tackle. Give me Omar Cooper Jr. for the Browns at 24. Bears on the clock at 25. If they take anyone besides Caleb Banks here, they're dumb. Caleb Banks at 25 off the board to the Bears. Thank God. Okay. If not Caleb Banks, Peter Woods. If not Caleb Banks, Caden McDonald. But if Caleb Banks goes higher up here to the Panthers or the Jets or the Ravens, dude. Okay, Buffalo Bills on the clock, and I think that Casey Concepcion is going to be off the board. It's a match made in heaven for them. And then San Francisco 49ers come up, and they have an opportunity to be really kind of quirky here. I think they take Denzel Boston. Which gives me the Texans. The Texans are going to take Caden McDonald. Oh, the Texans are going to take Caden McDonald? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Listen, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. If they take Caden McDonald, the Texans will be a Super Bowl caliber defense next year. It's just a fact. Chiefs back on the clock after taking Carnell Tate. I think that they're going to take... I think that they're either going to take an edge or they're going to take the tackle. My guess is that they're probably going to go edge. TJ Parker at 29 off the board. Building out this defense. It just makes sense. Broncos on at 30. CJ Allen, he's fallen far enough. My guess is that the Broncos will take a linebacker. And they're just going to take CJ Allen. 31, Pats, they got exposed in the draft. Or not in the draft, in the Super Bowl. As being a team that was straight up buns. Give me a tackle or a guard. Since TJ Parker's off the board, my guess is that they'll just play it safe and take tackle. Caden Proctor at 31. Center, guard, linebacker, corner. Give me Colt. They could take Colton Hood, but they could also continue to build out this O-line for Sam Darnold. Give me Emmanuel Pregnon off the board at 32. So now we're entering into the second round. We've sort of seen first round picks be addressed here. New York Jets took a wide receiver and a linebacker. Jets could use a defensive interior. Look at this. Peter Woods is still there. Jets get Peter Woods. Everyone's happy. The Cardinals are back on the clock at 34. Who did they get? They got Francis Magoa They have other needs that need to be addressed, including quarterback and running back. I don't see them taking a corner. No way. The I mean, they should just be building out their team entirely. My guess is with the loss of Kyler Murray, it's gonna be Ty Simpson to the Cardinals. That's just what I think. Tennessee Titans, they've got their halfback. They need guards, an edge rusher, cornerback, Colton Hood, gone. Fernando Mendoza, I mean, they need everyone here, but give me Caleb Lomu, or Max. I'm actually gonna probably take Max on this one, to help protect for the offense. Giants. Oh boy, Giants got a corner in pick 5. They need a tackle, and look who's sitting there. Blake Miller Blake Miller in their second round pick. They get best of both worlds. A defensive masterpiece and someone to protect Jackson Dart long term. Texans are back on the clock. They could use a guard, a center, a defensive interior. Who's the next guard? Chase Basantis. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Chase Basantis. Easy. Cleveland Browns need a tackle. They got a tackle. Ooh, I almost messed it up. I almost messed up the entire mock, bro. They got a wide receiver and a tackle. Here's where I think people are going to get very mad at me, but don't shoot the messenger. Carson Beck is off the board in the early second round. Carson Beck was arguably the best quarterback at the combine, in my opinion. Who actually participated. Yes, Fernando Mendoza was there, but he actually participated. Carson Beck. He was dropping dimes. Ty Simpson was overthrowing his people. Carson Beck looked poised. He looked ready. Yes, there's probably going to be some gaps to fill, but I think Carson Beck is going to go and put the sweat on Shador. And Todd Monken is going to take his guy. Simply. Kansas City Chiefs on the board again. Guard, tackle, D-line. They got an edge. They got a wide receiver. They take Caleb Lomu to be their tackle. Cincinnati Bengals need defensive interior, safety, center, and guard. They got their safety. Christian Miller's there. They take Christian Miller. Let's not make things complicated. They're addressing needs. D-line, wide receiver, and guard. I definitely think the Saints are going to need a wide receiver at some point. Looking at it analytically and statistically, I do see opportunity here for a couple of different things to happen, but I'm going to go Chris Bell here. He's a 6'2", 220 pounds. I would take Chris Bell just to get someone across from Chris Olave. You know what I mean? Miami Dolphins, they got their guard. They need a corner. They need a QB. They need a wide receiver. My guess is that they're gonna take probably, D'Angelo Pons. That would probably be my pick because he's got some. Look at him. He's an animal. New York Jets back on the board for their last pick of the day. They got a linebacker and a defensive interior guy. I mean, Jets. The Jets have no prospects. I think that they're just going to try to build out this defense. I like Zion Young. I think he's a great player. I think Mason Thomas is a great player. I think as Zion Young goes to the Jets to complete the trifecta. Baltimore Ravens on the clock. D-line. I think Mason Thomas is off the board next. Kenyon Sadiq in the Bucks. Guard, edge, linebacker, or corner. I think Jacob Rodriguez is next to go. I mean, they do need to address defensive pieces. Indianapolis Colts, their first pick of the day. They need QB, defensive interior, linebacker, safety. I mean, Lee Hunter, though, showed that he was kind of a slow. I mean, but they might need just a big boy in the middle. I see it being okay. 6'4", 330 pounds. I mean, yeah. Lee Hunter. Atlanta Falcons on the clock. They need just about everyone. Give me Jeremy Bernard to the Falcons. So now the Minnesota Vikings, I think, definitely need to take someone who is going to be proven to be like decent. I think that they're going to take, I mean, any of these three guys would be good. But they can't take a safety, so I'd probably go with Chris Johnson. That's just my opinion. Detroit Lions got a tackle. I think they can afford to be a little bit extra here. Give me Gabe Jacas. Okay, give me Gabe Jacas to the Detroit Lions. I mean, you could take Keontae Scott. You could take Jennings Dunker, but they already got a guy. Give me Gabe Jacas. Carolina Panthers got their dude, got their boy. And they need a D-line and a linebacker, but there's not a whole lot of linebackers up this high. They could take Jake Golday. And I mean, you could make the argument for pretty much whatever, but I mean, who knows what's going to happen. But my guess is that they're not going to take another edge because, come on, they got an edge. I mean, there's not going to be many guys coming off the board until the third round. So, I mean, give me Jake Golday for them to continue to build out their defense. Packers on the clock. I'm hungry. My guess is that Dunker's going to go because Dunker showed himself. He was really good in the combine. I think that the Packers could use a tackle to protect Jordan Love. And that would be that. Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock. They got a cornerback. I'm going to say it now. It's probably, I mean, they could definitely afford to take a quarterback. They should take a quarterback. Do I think they're going to take one this early? No. Give me Brandon Sissy at 51 or 53. Philadelphia Eagles got their edge of the future. I mean, tight end is still there. They'd need a tight end. I think Stowers was pretty decent in the draft. Give me Eli Stowers in the second round. Chargers are back on the clock. The Chargers got their edge from the D-line. They need a center. They need a guard. I don't think there are any decent guards left, to be honest. Jalen Farmer, dude, what? So they're going to have to take best available. I think the Chargers are probably going to take a corner. Give me Keith Abney the second. They're going to have to take best available because they're not going to swing that low for a guy that's not going to be off the board that early. Safety. I'm really not making this up. AJ Halsey's just there. Bears on the clock. They got Caleb Banks. Why would you go anywhere else? Just stay in Florida and get Malachi Lawrence. Malachi Lawrence was a freak in the combine, in my opinion. And I think that would just work. 49ers got a wide receiver. They got a guard. Or they need a guard. They need an edge. They need a safety. I mean, statistically speaking, Danny Dennis Sutton was pretty good. I remember him getting some good reviews. Kamari Ramsey is still there. What do the 49ers need most? I feel like they need to Brock Purdy had all day. I think they should take an edge or a safety. So, give me the next best available edge, Derek Moore. I mean, he got a 89.9 2025 grade. Give me Derek Moore at 25. Houston Texans on the clock with a defensive interior and a guard. I definitely think they're going to take Mike Washington. Where is he? He definitely was the second best running back in the draft. They're not going to take Jeremiah Love's backup right away. Buffalo Bills need an edge linebacker and a DB. Keontae Scott's there. It just makes sense, guys. Rams, tackle, quarterback. I definitely think the Rams could use a tackle. They're going to take Tiarnan. And then the Broncos at 62, they need a tight end, they need a running back, they need a center, they need a linebacker. I think they do pull the trigger on Jadarian Price. Patriots back up, they got a tackle. They're probably going to swing a little bit lower and look for a defensive piece. Josiah Trotter's a linebacker position. They need to address this defense. Their defense was terrible. Last pick of the day. Seattle Seahawks got a guard. They need a linebacker and a cornerback. I mean, statistically speaking, they could probably take Kyle Lewis, but like, I would want to take someone who's probably a little bit more proven. I'm looking at grades here at this point. I mean, Arizona, Treydon Stukes, give me a corner at the end of round 2. Listen, CAC mock draft in the books. 3.0 in the books. Listen, you could hate me, you could agree with me. I just think this is how it is. I think that people who think that Sonny Styles Arvell Reese is going to go above Sonny Styles, I don't think that they should take Arvell Reese above Sonny Styles. And I think that Caleb Downs falling to the middle first round is probably the best. Of course, the Bears had the best draft class of the day with Caleb Banks and then Malachi Lawrence. But hey, who knows? But anyway, guys, listen. CAC Mock Draft 4.0 is probably going to come out in like a couple days or so because, I mean, shoot, dude. Look at everything that's going on in the world. Look at all this football news. I mean, just golly. You know what I mean? But the free agency's coming out soon. Oh, boy, it's going to be madness. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Entertaining my own madness. If my mock draft is the thing that gives you nightmares, make a YouTube channel and post your own mock draft, and we'll compare. Okay? But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm playing. And again, like I said, if I'm talking to myself and no one's watching these and no one's subscribing, then I mean, shoot. It's just a digital diary. You know what I'm saying? A digital diary. So until next time, CAC out.